Jason Robertson of the Dallas Stars is the one rookie as of late challenging Mr. Kaprizov. I think he's 2 points behind Kirill with 36. Kirill's got 38. God damn it, Dallas. Just leave us alone, right? Like, I actually tweeted at the Locked On Dallas account because I was like, haven't you taken enough from us?
Honestly.
Like, what the hell? And he was like, I actually kind of feel bad about this. I'm like, you should.
Good.
But Alexis, I know you've been preparing your Calder statement. Let's hear it.
Let me brush off my notes. Court is in session. And prepare for this rant because I was genuinely angry this morning. We're recording this on a Friday, as we always do. Genuinely angry this morning that we are still talking about the fact that Kirill Kaprizov played so many games in the KHL and he's not 19, he's 20 something in his mid 20s and yada yada. And I think it's his birthday.
He looks
this
like
week,
he's 12, by the way, though. Can we just say by looks alone, he looks like a rookie?
Yeah, the eye test, he's under 18 for sure. But yeah, I was so angry that we are still talking about this because if you want to have a conversation about the guidelines to what makes somebody a rookie, that's a different conversation. I don't want to talk about that right now. We're talking about if Kirill Kaprizov deserves to win the Calder for his performance as a rookie in the NHL, which he is. And the answer to that is yes. And Robertson is not giving him a run for his money. Do not be a victim to recency bias. I don't want to hear it. None of you knew who this guy was up until this week. I did not know.
Literally shot out of nowhere. Because remember, Dallas was like dead forever, right? Like, what the hell? Like, what happened?
I don't want to hear about it. Kirill Kaprizov is going to win the Calder, and that is that. I don't care what Jason Robertson is doing right now. And I've read articles on this, and I've kind of looked into all the stats of it, and I still stand by what I said. It's not just me being a Minnesota Wild fan and loving Kirill Kaprizov. You look at the stats of it, and it makes sense. And if you watch Kirill Kaprizov play hockey, he is the better hockey player. He has done more for this Minnesota Wild team and quite frankly deserves to be on people's heart ballots as well, which Jason Robertson does not. And I just think that, people kept saying like, oh, well, Robertson hasn't gotten as much playing time and the season was delayed for Dallas because of COVID. The Wild had a COVID outbreak. They also, I can't even, I'm so angry about this.
Everyone watching YouTube, I want you to pay attention to Fred and I. Make sure that this is a multiple angle thing because we're all just sitting in disbelief.
I mean, you're not wrong. Hear it. Kirill Kaprizov is going to win the Calder.
I feel bad for your neighbors right now. I mean, you've got to start getting the broomsticks to bang on the ceiling. My God.
You know what, though? I will say this, though. All right, hear me out on this argument, okay?
Jesse.
I like that there is somebody that's challenging Kaprizov, though, because I think it wouldn't be fun if he just kind of ran away with it and then everybody could argue, oh, well, it was a weak rookie class and of course he won it, blah, blah, right?
Everyone would do that if the Wild did finally 100%. Get a Calder winner.
They would put a little asterisk next to it and say, well, yeah, he had no competition. So I'm glad, because I thought Tim Stützle would be the guy to really push and challenge him. Lafreniere maybe as well, and they haven't panned out like they were supposed to. He agrees. Hudson totally agrees with me. He would, he thinks Kirill needs to win, right, Hudson? No, but so I'm glad at least there's somebody that's making it interesting. I don't think that Jason Robertson, and I haven't watched enough of him. That's not probably fair, right? And naturally we have our own animosity with the Dallas Stars. I almost called them the Dallas North Stars. Oh my God.
How dare you?
But
you want to talk about a rant.
I know. But so, I mean, I'd like to maybe check in on him and see how he's doing. But yeah, it's Kirill's. There's no question about it.
I just want to say this as well, because this has been talked about as well. So I need to address this. People keep saying too, they're like, well, the Dallas Stars haven't gotten as much like overall attention in the media this year, yada, yada, yada. The Minnesota Wild have been playing better. So they've got more national games and all of this. And, Kirill Kaprizov is being shown off on NHL media and whatnot more than Jason Robertson. Why do you think that is? Because he's more fun to watch, because he's better, because he's going to win the Calder. If Jason Robertson was as good as everyone keeps saying he is, then why is the NHL not talking about him more? It's not. The Minnesota Wild are so irrelevant to the NHL. If Kirill Kaprizov is getting them attention, I can't.
I love how people are complaining about Minnesota getting too much media coverage. Like, what?
Thank you.
Exactly.
Oh my God. That's what I'm saying, Fred, because it's the Minnesota Wild. Like, that is the perfect example as to why Kirill Kaprizov deserves to win the Calder. If put the stats aside, the Minnesota Wild, who have just sunk from the media's attention in the NHL, he has somehow brought them back from the dead and made them a relevant team in the NHL. That is the case closed.
Let us have something.
Let us have something.
Let us have something. My God.
So sorry to my neighbors, but I'm not, because Jason Robertson is irrelevant, and if he wins the call, I will literally vomit